In this video, we are going to talk about the Pythagorean theorem. Just to remind you that Pythagorean theorem is one of those theorems that are widely used in mathematics. And just to let you know that Pythagorean theorem is very important in terms of like learning the trigonometry and as well as calculus. And basically, this is one of those foundational theorems that we have in the history of math. So let's start. So the very first thing that we want to talk about is what is a Pythagorean theorem? So if we talk about the Pythagorean theorem, we need to first define the Pythagorean theorem. So the definition of Pythagorean theorem is if triangle ABC is right triangle at angle C, then C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So let's try to understand what this means. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a right triangle. So as you can see, this is my right triangle A, B, C, where C is my right angle. So C is basically a right angle, which simply means that C is 90 degrees. So the value of angle C is 90 degrees. So the length of the side opposite to C will be small c, opposite to A will be lowercase a, and opposite to B will be lowercase b. So opposite to vertex A is small a, opposite to vertex B is small b, and opposite to vertex C is small c. So basically what I'm saying, if we take a right triangle, then the square of C is same as the sum of the square of A and B. Now let's try to understand this more thoroughly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a triangle. So as you can see, this is my any right triangle, and this triangle is right angle at this angle. So if this triangle is right angle, then what we need to do in order to satisfy the Pythagorean theorem, what we need to do, we need to draw a square on each side of the triangle. So this is my triangle A, this is my, let me be consistent with this triangle. So this will be my B, this will be my A, and this will be C. So I'm drawing a right triangle ABC, and as you can see, I'm also drawing a square at all the sides of the triangle. So if I draw the square on all the sides of the triangle, my triangle will look like this. And as we know, the side opposite to A is A, opposite to C is C, and opposite to B is B. So the length of all the sides of this square will be C. Length of all the sides of this square will be A. And length of the side for this square will be B. So all the sides for this square is B. So if I want to find the area of this square, then the area of this square will be C squared. So this is C squared, because area of a square is what? Side times side. Area of this square will be B squared, and area of this square will be A squared. Because we know that area of a square is side times side. So whatever side I have, I multiply, I will get side squared is the area of a square. So the area of this square is c squared, this square is a squared, and this square is b squared. And what Pythagorean theorem says that if I add the area of these two smaller squares, that will be equal to that square. So basically what this theorem right here means is I need to add this square, area of this square, and area of this square, and those two squares should add together to give you this area. So the area of these two is basically a squared plus b squared, and that is equal to c squared. And this is the way the Pythagorean theorem talks about. So basically what you're doing, you are taking any right triangle, and then what you're doing, you are drawing a square on each side of the right triangle, and the area of the biggest square is equal to the sum of the area of two smaller squares. This is what this theorem means, which is basically a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. And this is how we will describe the Pythagorean theorem.